days that I was doing infused water, and before I would bring out a flavor, I would do postcards of what that fruit's benefit was, what it could do for you, what it does with the other fruit if it was a multiple fruit water, and go from there. I had one person tell me that was just rotten fruit and water. That's all you're selling. But because I'm that person, I let that stuff roll off of me because I know everything I do, I research.
Yeah.
Canna Meals was researched. The infused waters were researched.
And
I researched my recipes for my catering business.
You get more vitamins out of the fruit and water than you actually put in your body.
From eating. Because once you let it sit, you're leaching all of those vitamins into the water.
And the reason why it looks like it's old is because all the nutrients been pulled out now in the water.
And one of the things I used to tell people, well, don't eat the fruit. When you're done drinking the water, you're done. Because there's nothing beneficial now in that fruit.
Everything's
in
gone.
The water.
Because the water's soaking everything up.
And we did excellent with infused water for a long time. Or maybe 2 years we did excellent with infused water. But then you get those people that get in the other people's ear, and then you get in the other people's ear, and we not finna order this, and we not finna order that.
Or you can do it yourself.
I can do it myself.
But not thinking you actually spending more money.
And not only that, it's not easy giving people fresh fruit.
It's not.
Okay?
It's not easy to do business, period.
You got to cut up your own fruit. You got to go get your farmer's market, make sure it's in season, make sure it's sweet, make sure it tastes well. We had to do all of that, perfect the recipe, because I got to know how much pineapple to put in your water for it to be beneficial for you. Oh, they forgot about all of that, and then how much time it takes to sit down and do that.
You just buy some pineapples, cut them up, and just throw them inside the water, and bam, flavor the water.
Yeah. No, you got to have a certain amount of pineapple and stuff for that.
I just gave the weed, you smoke.
You got bit by the dog?
Big. That bitch took a whole chop.
Oh, baby. Nope.
Throat baby.
So, are you going to be okay, boss?
I don't know.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
So, it's safe to say that when across the board with your business, you're not someone that says, hey, I saw this on TV, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna because I remember a couple years ago the whole craze was, cut lemons up and let it sit in water overnight, and I'm like, you're probably using either too much or not enough, and it probably tastes like crap or it tastes like nothing. You're still not getting what you're supposed to get out of it because you know what you're doing.
You don't. I mean, you can watch it. I am that person. I will see something on TV and be like, I think I could do that. But then I'm going to research it first to figure out if I actually, because I'm not going to spend money on something that I don't feel like it's not going to get there. You got to work it. I mean, like I said, I'm a researcher. I'm going to sit down. You say something and I'm on Google like, okay, let's make sure we can do this. We got this.
And then you then test it properly before you give it to the masses.
Of course.
Yeah, because I remember last week she was telling me she wanted to try something, but she had to see if it mixed well, settled well, before she's able to let people know what it was.
And I'm not, and that's the one thing I will not do. Like, I was in a corner. I was backed into a corner of not being able to make my most sellable product. So I had to come up with an alternative. And because I haven't tested the alternative, I'm not going to sell. I will just go without sales this week before I put out a product I've never tested before.
I get it. But again, you don't want to, it's a character. You don't want anybody to have one bad thing and then
Correct.
that one bad thing and turn around and destroy everything that you got set.
Yeah.
And a lot of that comes with the territory in any business. Even as in the businesses that I'm involved in, even in my financial services business, my security business, DJing, it's you just like you say, you have to research. So I had to start looking at things under the surface, for lack of a better term. Like, you got to dive into stuff and see, okay, is this beneficial to me? Is this beneficial to the people around me? Who can I bring this to? Because I think everything that the four of us do outside of this podcast as our own individual businesses is beneficial to someone. But if we don't know who that market is, and if that market is, for lack of a better term, tainted or spoiled, it's that much harder.
Right. Because you could be around 10,000 people and sell something around them and nobody likes that one item.
Yeah.
That don't mean that one item is not good. It just means that in that area, it don't work.
And then you got to catch yourself. Because in all that, you'll start feeling, oh, am I doing the right thing? Am I good enough? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a DJ, like I said, I've been doing corporate events forever. Corporate events is easy. You play you play the pink people music, you make sure the speakers is right, and they pay you $1,000. When you get into the party scene and the club scene, it's a whole different level of the craft. So when you got me back out, I knew how to DJ, but I hadn't been in the club so long, I had to relearn that.
Right.
So I was wondering like, damn, why I can't get the crowd to jump? I'm playing the right music, but then it's interaction. And then it's that. And then it's like, why ain't nobody booking me? Why the people I fuck with that say they fuck with me not booking me? And it's not that I'm doing anything wrong. It's just they don't let somebody say, oh, I don't like him as a DJ, I don't like his style, or I'm not going to book him. And then we all have to have that moment like, man, fuck the world, fuck what they saying, I'm going to do what I do.
Yeah. Because that's manipulating you to do what they want you to do and it's be stand still.
The thing is, everybody, there's a lot of DJs out here. I'm not gonna say everybody can DJ. There's a lot of DJs out here, right? But a DJ that usually DJs for a wedding only can't come to the club and expect everybody in the club to be jamming to his wedding music. You understand? He gotta first learn that crowd and then play music for that crowd. Because he's not playing music for where he was playing the music before. He got to play for that specific crowd that he got. Now, if he got like a cool laid back crowd, he can pick that up. Because from the crowd that coming in, you can be like, all right, they look like they like the laid back crowd. I'm playing laid back music for that. We got, start little ratchet motherfuckers starting to walk in the building.
Now you gotta
Let's
play
transition to ratchet music, you feel me? Oh, okay, some of the motherfuckers that look like they like some old school music starting to roll in this business. Let me throw some of that motherfucker in here. Oh, look at Dred just walked through the door. Let me play about 2 tracks for Dred. Everybody who walked through the door now feel like, oh, they playing music for me. Because you want according to the crowd that you see. It's not according to the music that you want to play.
They spend money.
Yeah, because because you know when dopamine is released in your mind, once you feel that happy feeling inside of you, it makes you just want to start doing shit. Like, damn, I do got $20. I want to be a little more happier. Let me go ahead and get me something to drink. This music right here about to get me lit. You feel me? But if the music ain't getting me lit and I spend that $20, now I'm be dragging. Damn, I done wasted my $20.
And then you ain't gonna want to go back. I ain't even
gonna
$20.
You feel me? I'm gonna come back next time. Nah, I ain't doing that. You feel me? You gotta pick up the vibes and then go according to that vibe. Because if you try to make the vibe what you want it to be without picking up everybody else's vibe, you gonna be in that world by yourself. Unless it's your party, you gonna be there by yourself. You feel me? Because don't nobody like that shit. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. And as many times as you might play that mother, it's going to be the same results. Yeah. You got to peep your crowd and get them what they want. Because they don't want putting money in your pocket. You feel me?
And that's on everything.
That's
on catering.
I have that
that's on,
all the time.
That is on security.
Anything that you want to do for anybody, you need to research it. That's why people need to pay people in business, period. Because it's like me saying, hey, I got free time just like you got free time. The difference between me and you is you don't want to go look to see what's good for you. And I know if you don't look what's good for you, you just might die. So let me take time out of my free day to go make sure you okay doing what the fuck you doing. But can you pay me for that time that I'm not hustling for myself to make sure that I got something out here that you can purchase for you? Mm-hmm. You feel me? It's like you scratch my back, I scratch your back. But if you keep looking at, I can make that shit by myself. You probably can make it by yourself. But the amount of time it's going to take you. You're going to be here next week so I can go do that time for you. Mm-hmm. You feel me? You're going to realize why it was worth it that I don't even charge you $20 after spending $100. Mm-hmm. You're going to be like, oh, damn. You feel me? People don't understand that part, though. People tend to, they do whatever they want to do. They think on their own. They don't feed off the crowd. They feed off their own vibes. And that's what get people fucked up.
And a lot of people are just selfish.
That is selfish. But it's not selfish, but it's just not, it's like people don't care. Some people just don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about who's around me, so why the fuck I need to study them?
Hey, Sensei.
That's how it is. And if you don't care to study nobody around you, you don't care to like try to meet the certain standards and find an equal, it's just gonna be stagnant. That's really what it is. In business, you gotta constantly change. You gotta constantly keep growing in all kinds of shit that you do.
But that's the thing. A lot of people aren't.
Exactly.
A lot of people
Shay
aren't
say
mentally.
people who are not business minded.
It's not even business minded. People. I find that there are a lot of people in the world who aren't
Exactly.
mentally capable or mentally prepared to think on that level. It all, in my opinion, it all comes down to people being selfish. That's my personal opinion, because if I'm with you and I'm trying to elevate me, and I'm also trying to motivate you to elevate yourself, but you don't want to come with me, you can't get mad when I leave your ass.
But see, you're not supposed to just leave people.
No, you don't just leave people, but it's a gradual effect. It's like
you know how
like we all
sometimes-
had friends growing up. I'm sorry, I mean,
Okay.
I apologize. But we all had friends growing up. You know, being from there, I had some friends on the block who was dope boys. I had some friends on the block who was athletes. I had some friends on the block who was nerds. Everybody
Right.
did what they needed to do, but it wasn't a situation where it was, let me try and hate on you. But at the same time, it's like, bro, get off the corner, bro. Let me help you with school. I'm doing okay. Oh, such and such down the street, they'll help us study for the test. They'll help us get to what, or such and such got a business, and they're willing to let us be their apprentice. Oh, you mean I gotta work for them? I mean, you go fill out an application working fucking with Dixie, Walmart.
Let me tell you what I
Why
do.
I can't work with my homeboy so he can teach me some shit that I can potentially turn into another business, and then we all fucking eat.
Let me tell you what I be doing to people sometimes. Because I'm very stubborn. Me as a person in general, I'm not ashamed to say I'm extremely stubborn, right? If you tell me something that's going to benefit me, I'm sorry. If you tell me something that's going to benefit me, I'm probably not even going to pay you much mind because I'm so caught up in my own world. I'm going to listen to you, but it might just come in one ear and come out the other, right?
I doubt that with you. I'm gonna tell you why. You motherfucker, I know is pay attention to everything.
I do, but it come to me slowly.
It may
It's
come
like it's
to you
staging the
slowly.
day, but it's going to roll slowly.
It may not hit you right at that moment, but you'll be riding in the car, or you'll hear some shit, or you'll see some shit, and then click. Oh, such and such said.
Right, I
blah,
just
blah,
randomly
blah.
think about some random shit I heard and be like, oh, that's what the fuck you talking about. But that's just me. What I'm saying is
See,
like,
but there's nothing wrong with that. But when you recognize that, I noticed you go seek more information. Like I remember you came to me about something a while back, and you was like, you said something. Like I ain't. You remember? I don't know.
I
if
don't
you
even remember.
We probably was high, but all it was is. All it is people looking for more information. When somebody may say something to you today, you may not pay no attention.
Right.
They may click next week and be like, oh shit, let me find out more.
The thing is, in business, right, I don't think it's good to leave people behind at all. I
It's
think
not.
everybody move at a different pace. Everybody have different understanding. I was watching this thing about McDonald's earlier, like on Netflix. They got the little McDonald's movie called, what is it?
The founder.
The Founder,
The Ray
right?
Kroc story.
And in that movie, you could clearly see where it's like he left his homeboys behind. They put him
They
on.
weren't
Like,
his homeboys.
they're not his homeboy, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like they help him to come up with something, and instead of him remembering them at the end, he kind of just walked off on the whole thing.
Yeah, I won't lie. He
You
shitted
feel
on
me? I
on
wouldn't
back
do that to
end.
my friends only because you never want to burn bridges with people.
Nope.
You never know when you're going to have to cross that bridge later on down the line.
Yep.
Not
You
only do
always
you not
gonna have
want
to
to
come
burn
back.
bridges, but you taking your time to elevate a person properly only elevates you even more. You understand? Because as they get better, you get better. As you teach them, you learn as well. You understand? Because sometimes you think you teaching somebody something, they fuck around and teach you some shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? So at this moment, this person might be ignorant to what the fuck you saying. But if you try to keep repeating it to them, but in different ways, so let's say you walk up to somebody and be like, yo, stop sitting on the porch. That shit ain't good for you. Motherfucker be like, yeah, man, I know, man. I gotta get off this porch. You come back the next day, they still on the fucking porch, right? Alright, cool. I told this nigga yesterday get off the porch. He ain't want to get off the porch. If I tell him again today, obviously he ain't gonna get the fuck off the porch. Why the fuck am I gonna repeat myself again? I'd be like, hey, fool, I was about to go over here real quick. You want to slide with me? I got the motherfucker to get off the porch, right?
Change the tactic.
I changed the fucking move. We still did the same shit, but I ain't had to tell him he had to get off the porch. He got the fuck off the porch anyway. The point is, everybody always trying to tell somebody something. Instead